help you?
You don't fucking belong here.
Why don't you take your lively, chubby ass and get the fuck off my car?
Hey, my boys. Oh, we're gonna work you over real good.
Keep moving, white boy. Didn't you hear me, white boy?
Boy, mother...
And what the fuck you doing in my house? And you just fucked up by dropping your gun.
Dumb motherfucker.
Still got this little dilemma, a fist to a gunfight.
The story begins with a police officer named Max Ballister quietly tailing two allegedly corrupt officers. From a distance, he watches them arrest two local gang leaders, but instead of following procedure, the officers confiscate their drugs and cash for themselves. Max photographs the entire exchange, realizing he has uncovered something far larger than a routine bust. Later that evening, Max receives a call he believes is from his trusted informant. Thinking he's about to gather more information on the case, he steps outside to meet him. Instead, a car pulls up, and Max Ballister is gunned down in cold blood. At the funeral, Max's father, Simon Ballister, a former cop, martial artist, and hinted ex-CIA operative, stands at a distance. Max's mother, devastated and alone, explains through her grief that the police released only a limited report. They insist the shooting was a random gang attack and claim the chances of finding the killer are slim. Driven by anguish and frustration, Simon approaches the police hoping for real answers. Instead, he finds a department either unable or unwilling to pursue the case. They dismiss the killing as random street violence, despite clear signs of corruption within their own ranks. Their indifference pushes Simon to take matters into his own hands. He rents a room in the same neighborhood where his son was murdered, setting the stage for a personal war for urban justice. Soon after moving in, Simon is approached by suspicious local thugs.
You don't fucking belong here.
Why don't you take your lively, chubby ass and get the fuck off my car?
He dismantles them within seconds with calculated ferocity, warning them to spread the message. He will find and kill anyone connected to his son's death. One evening, Simon returns home to find Gary Morrison, Max's informant, hiding in his apartment. Expecting answers, Simon questions him, but Gary insists he knows nothing about the shooting. Simon throws him out and continues searching for leads alone. His investigation leads him to the spot where Max was killed. While exploring a nearby abandoned construction site, Simon is confronted by a group of thugs. He eliminates them with brutal efficiency. However, he soon realizes his mistake. Those men were his only potential trail. Determined to correct it, Simon tracks Gary down again. Under pressure, Gary reveals that a local Mexican crew led by El Chivo may be connected to the shooting. Simon follows the trail to a nightclub run by Chivo's people. When the bouncer refuses him entry, Simon forces his way in.
I ain't hit.
Inside, he confronts El Chivo, who denies involvement but points the finger at a rival gang. the East Side Gangsters, led by Armand Tucker. Later that night, as Simon heads home, shooters in a pursuing vehicle ambush him. A high-speed chase tears through the streets. Despite the overwhelming attack, Simon outmaneuvers the gunmen and forces them to crash. One gangster dies, and Simon interrogates the survivor, Gary's brother, Isaiah Morrison, who claims Tucker sent them to kill him. After forcing the confession, he spares him. When Isaiah returns to Tucker, Tucker threatens to murder everyone Isaiah cares about unless he kills Simon. The next morning, Gary is cornered by a group of racists.
Get it! Get it! My boys, oh, we're gonna work you over real good.
But Simon arrives just in time to save him.
Keep moving, white boy. Didn't you hear me, white boy?
With brutal efficiency, Simon takes down the thugs and calls an ambulance before escaping with Gary. On their way out, Simon asks if Isaiah shot Max. Gary stays silent, and that silence reveals the truth. He knew all along that his brother pulled the trigger. As Gary leaves, Simon plants a tracking device on him. What Simon doesn't know is that Frank Shaw, the detective assigned to Max's case, is secretly working with Tucker. Together, they plan to hijack El Chivo's massive drug deal. Using the tracker, Simon follows Gary to a warehouse and uses surveillance equipment to eavesdrop on a meeting between the gangs. After planting more tracking devices, he hears Shaw arrive, followed by a sudden burst of gunfire.
Nice classroom.
When the shooting ends, Chivo's entire crew lies dead, murdered by Shaw's dirty cops. Shaw and Tucker take the drugs and money. Simon tracks them to another warehouse, and after they leave, he breaks in and discovers their stash. But Tucker's men follow him back to his apartment. Inside, Simon's overly attached landlady becomes an unwanted complication. Before he can deal with it, Tucker's men storm the building, and a violent shootout erupts. During the clash, Tucker shoots and wounds Simon before escaping. By morning, the injury, though painful, isn't enough to slow Simon's determination. Later that evening, Simon heads to Isaiah and Gary's house and finds the murder weapon.
And you just fucked up by dropping your gun.
Dumb motherfucker.
Go ahead, play me some more, man. Man, I didn't even do shit!
After taking them down, he forces Gary to finally confess. Gary admits that Officer Shaw orchestrated everything, including Max's murder. Max had witnessed a deal between Shaw and Tucker's gang, sealing his fate. Soon, Shaw and Tucker meet a New York drug dealer at a warehouse. As Simon arrives and begins killing gang members, Shaw shoots the visiting dealer. After wiping out all of Tucker and Shaw's men, Simon confronts Shaw. In a furious struggle, Simon chokes Shaw to death. Tucker walks in with a gun and watches. Despite Shaw's earlier orders, Tucker refuses to shoot. Simon then disarms Tucker and turns the gun on him, but he spares Tucker, saying that he has no beef with him. Simon hands back the gun and leaves, earning Tucker's respect with his cool demeanor.
That shit was gangster.
Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like this video, it really helps the channel grow.